Right, we are back on. Good evening for us in Europe, and of course, also good evening, good night in Europe, and good evening in the US. Today we have beautiful, amazing, powerful, brainy women on this Zoom, and we want to just do a few discussion. But before we get into that, I would like everybody to kind of unmute and introduce themselves, and then we dig right into our topic. So Leona, I have you very bold on the screen. Can you please introduce yourselves, say something about yourself, greet our listeners, our audience, and then we take it to Lady D, and then Rita, and then Nosa, please.
Right. Well, great afternoon, great evening, everyone. My name is Leona Clark, as you can see on the screen, and I reside in Texas, all right, in the United States of America. I am a retired veteran. My husband is still active duty. We have a 2-year-old, very energetic little girl. The ladies know when she's in the building, you can hear her. She is hyped and ready to go. But that's a big part of why I do the things that I do as an entrepreneur and as an investor, because I'm very heavy into cryptocurrency. That is like my passion, my love, of course, with other things that I invest in. So today I'm excited to get into the conversation because we're talking about image makers, right? So how do we get to that point? Some of the things that we can do to grow into that. And I'm excited to hear from all the ladies. Let's go.
Good evening, Diana from Success Mastery, all the way from Belgium, where there's a lot of sweet chocolates coming your way this evening. Well, I'm a mother of 3, a Christian. I love trading. All the way for investment. And one of my motive or my thing that drive me is self-development. I love to grow. I don't know everything. I'm so every day eager to learn, to grow, to mature. So like Leona said, the event is up, the team, Image Maker, the power of our imagination. So tune in for more information towards our event this weekend.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are tuning in from. Tonight, I am so happy to be here with you guys. My name is Rita, mother of 4, a wife, a trader, investor, and also I love mingle myself with positive thinkers because I'm a positive thinker. I can't wait for this topic to be treated. Image maker. Wow, what a topic. It's going to be very excited. Let's go, ladies.
You are muted. Yes, unmute.
I'm so sorry I was muted. Hello, everyone. My name is Nosa. I'm from Belgium. What Diana said, we have a lot of chocolates, so sweet. So just reaching out this evening to just tell you a little bit of our upcoming events. I'm a Christian, Jesus lover. I have 2 children, they are big. So our topic is image maker. And we're going to be discussing, the ladies are going to be diving in, discussing much about it this evening. Why not tune in wherever you are? If you miss it, you can also do replay. And I'm so happy this evening to come your way to tell you what we're about to do before we kick off to 2023. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you, ladies. So as you can see, these are power-packed ladies, and it's going to be amazing. Now, I'm just going to zoom a bit on Leona because she happens to be our guest speaker for this particular event. And I don't know if everybody heard, but she's already retired. Oh my God. So that is to tell you that she really made a decision to surround herself with the right kind of environment and people that would really push her to get to the place where, as young as she is, she's younger than I am, you know, she can still retire herself and get herself busy with her kid. And yes, because she learned the skills, she can now stay home, trade, invest, and bless people. And that's why really I love her. She is such a giver. She is such a giver because she takes time to pour in herself. She gives without looking back. She helps everybody, reach out to everybody, try to pull everybody along. I mean, you need to really be confident about who you are to be able to do that. Some people, and especially we ladies, we easily feel intimidated when another person is doing well. But I see her, I've been in this space at least for a year and a half. I see her give and pull everybody along and share knowledge and share ideas. So why am I saying that? Because we're talking about our event titled Image Maker. I think it's so key because everything starts with how we see ourselves. And I just want to kind of put Leona in the picture because she sees herself as a person of abundance. She doesn't feel intimidated. Not only does she not feel intimidated to be around people who are where she is not and where she aspires to be because she puts herself there, she is also able to pull people like us who, like I was saying before, had no clue that there was something like investment. Yes, we knew that the name investment, but we were not busy. I was not busy with nothing investment. The only investment I was doing was putting my money on a savings account. That was the only investment I understood. You understand? I knew about stocks, but I thought it's not for me. It's for some people, not for me. You know, so that is why I am so grateful. And I think really everything starts with the way we see ourselves. So the event is channeled to help us look within. We are more than our circumstances. I tell you, some of us, we've allowed our circumstances to define us, to remold us, to shape us, so that when we look in that, we used to look in the mirror, we only see things we cannot do, rather than seeing the abilities that are within us and things we can make happen. So I just want to just kind of open it as a discussion, because I think that is really, really, really the whole thing. Like I was saying, I was speaking with somebody and they felt just like me a year and a half ago, that investment is not for them. But we never saw anywhere where they were written who investment was for. So whosoever sees themselves that investing is something for them, they will jump right at it. Not only investment, also when we talk about having your own business, going after financial freedom, doing things that makes you happy, stepping out of the unknown. Some people feel that is not for them. But the last time I checked, they didn't write anywhere that those things are for certain people and not for certain people. So please, just help me roll this discussion. Why do you think we get ourselves in that kind of position? Why do people find themselves in that kind of position where they feel like, okay, certain things is not for me? Okay, to work, yes, I am okay for that. I'm qualified for that. I've read for that and I can do that. But any other thing beyond that, that's not for me. Why do you think this happens to us?
So I'm going to use myself as an example. So I told y'all I'm retired. I retired at 38 from the U.S. military. But the reason why I joined the Army in the first place was because of my circumstances. So I didn't grow up in the best environment. I grew up in what we call in the U.S. projects. So some people may say, you know, slums, the hood, whatever term you use, you're in poverty. Okay. So earlier this morning, I made a joke and I was like, we was poor. Like, the rest of the letters were missing. That's how poor we was, right? So when you grow up in that type of environment and people only talk about money in a negative light, they don't have, I can't do that. And that, money don't grow on trees, and they don't speak about investing. I heard my grandma maybe a couple of times talk about saving some money, but she never said where. That's the thing. I never heard the word, I'm saving the money in a bank. I never heard I'm putting the money into stocks. Like, there was nothing. I didn't even know homeowners while I was growing up. No one in my family, until I left to join the military, owned a home. And my aunt and my uncle, who were the only married couple in my entire family, okay, and we have a huge family, they were the only married couple. They owned a home right before I went off into the Army. But I didn't even know that until I joined the military and I was talking to them and I learned that they were homeowners. So just imagine what that does to a person when this is all you hear, this is all you see. So until you're exposed to more, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna speak, you're gonna think, you're gonna act like you saw until you're exposed to more. And that's why when Frida was talking about me sharing, it's because I know, had I not had someone, first of all, had I not said, this is not the life I want to be able to do these type of things, because I was using my imagination. Social media and TV helps you to get exposed to different types of lifestyles. And so when I would see, different types of families and I know people don't watch it now, but when I was a kid growing up, I watched the Cosby Show, and I would imagine being in that type of family. My mom and dad laughing, joking, we doing skits, dancing, because I love to dance. I love to be silly, those type of things. And so as you grow up, until you get into those type of environments, you're not gonna see yourself as worthy of more. You're going to continue to speak like, here's what it is. Oh, well, that's my life. It's 9 to 5. That's all I can do. So what I'm saying to everyone is, at some point, if you feel like there has to be more, you already have your answer. There is more. There's no shortage of money. There's an endless stream right now of money, even with the cryptocurrency market down right now. Guess what happened to commodities? Gold, silver, shot up. Guess what happened to the NASDAQ, S&P 500, shot up. There's opportunities to make more money. E-commerce, still on point. So there's no shortage of money. It's just a matter of, am I going to be receptive to hear information that could help me to get to that stream? So where everybody else is putting their hand in and pulling money out of that stream, I can now do it too. That's the thing. So that's what I say to everybody, is just be receptive to more. If you are saying to yourself, this can't be life, there has to be more than this. That's what I say.
Awesome. That was good. That was so good indeed, because once you begin to think, okay, somebody says, when you begin to feel like this is as bad as it can be, then you begin to do your search. And like Leona rightly said, then you open up, you are open to see, hear information. You are able to see how others are doing it. Because sometimes that is also the challenge. When we come to the awareness that there is more, people don't, especially where we are here, this part of Europe, people don't always know where to go, where to turn to. And that is when I think the frustration sets in, because it's like, just woke up and you are aware that, oh, this is not the way, there must be more, but how do I get the information? So that is one dilemma. People who say, okay, now how do I get the information? Because really, Leona, not everybody is as generous with information as you are. You understand? There are some people that don't want to share it. And then, of course, on the other hand, you have other people who also come to the awareness that there is more, but they're not open to listen. Now, as we are inviting people to our event on Saturday, these are some of the concerns I hear. Like, okay, some years back, I put my money into this and it didn't work out. And so I'm like, okay, there must be something you learned out of that experience, right? So whether you lost money, but you still learned an experience, you got something out of it. At least, if nothing at all, you now know how you are not going to do it. How you're not going to go the same way you went, because possibly you set on the journey based on emotions. You didn't do your due diligence. You didn't get the right information. You didn't get into the right network, people who are really doing it and having results. Because like Leona said, there are so much on social media that we see, but most of the things on social media, they are not, they are also scammers on social media. So just seeing the thing on social media and just following without asking questions is also not it. You need to get into a space where people are really applying what it is they are sharing. They have the result. They can tell you this is how it works, and you follow through one by one. Now, so this, we're talking about this weekend. Is somebody, for instance, who says, yes, I know there is more, but how do I get exposed? Leona, I'm putting the spotlight on you more because you are a guest speaker and you have been in this space longer than we have. I mean, if you've been able to retire yourself, we should be learning from how you did it, that now you don't necessarily have to leave your home to go make money. Yeah, so I'm gonna let you do more of the talking. So we listen and we learn, and of course our audience are listening as well. So somebody who says, I know there is more, but I don't know how to kind of put myself out there or get the right environment where I can learn. How can such a person say, how can they get the exposure that is needed?
So again, I'm gonna use myself as an example. 2018, I made the decision. This is while I was still active duty. And I was sitting at the table with some of the ladies that I was mentoring young girls with. And we were just talking, and I was running ideas by them, and they were encouraging me, like, you should do that, you should do that, you should do that. And then I made the decision. I was like, you know what? After my next duty station, I'm done. I'm retiring, and I'm not working another job. And disclaimer, this is not to knock anyone that is currently working a job. Do what you do until you want to do more, okay? But I got to that point where I'm like, I've been working for people since I was 16. I'm tired of someone telling me when I can, go eat, what time I have to be up. And I want to make decisions on my life, because at that time I was 36, almost 37. And I'm like, in my head, I was like, I'm grown, dog. Like, you're not about to keep telling me what to do. Like, that's how I felt. And so, when I made that decision though, y'all, and some people may say, oh, it's not that easy. It is. When I made the decision that I'm no longer working the job, when I retire, I am going to go into business for myself. I'm aware that entrepreneurship is not easy. But if I can do 20 years in the Army, deploy 3 times, be away from my family, miss everybody's birthdays and weddings and, births of my goddaughters and stuff, of course, I can surely endure entrepreneurship. That was my way of thinking. That one decision is what opened up doors, and I started to see opportunities. So because I made that decision, and I didn't waver on it, more opportunities became available. This is when I got to see a young lady. So like right now, you all are seeing us on your screen, whether it's your phone, computer, whatever it may be, tablet, iPad, whatever. So just like you're seeing us right now, that's what happened to me. I had been praying to God. God, I have no idea what you're gonna have me do when I retire, but I'm running. I'm just gonna, whatever you show me, that's what I'm going with. And I saw my now wealth mentor on Facebook Live. And she was talking about all the stuff that she's invested in. She's invested in gold and silver, and she has oil wells. She's getting money from that. Of course, she's in real estate. You know, she's heavy in crypto and everything. And I was like, man, I need to do what she's doing. She got money coming from that, but that's immediately what I thought, right? So I'm sitting here like, well, okay, I see a familiar name, and I'm like, well, if he know her, then he can get me to her. So I immediately thought, he's my plug. See, this is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's just gonna fall in your lap and say, hey, I'm here to help you to build wealth. That's not how it works. You have to be open and ready to receive it, but you have to make the decision and stick with it and say, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to do to get it. That's it. As long as it's legal, y'all. I'm throwing it out there. Right? But that's what it was. And I reached out, and he'll tell you the story too. I sent him a message as soon as I finished that Facebook Live. And I said, hey, I saw you was on such and such live. I saw you were on Jules Live. And I'm ready to do whatever y'all doing. What I need to do, send me the link. That's it. I didn't care about costs because I was like, I'll figure it out. But that's me though. That's how I move. So see how that happened? I made a decision in 2018. I was committed to that decision. 2020 is when I saw Jewel on Facebook Live. So y'all, this is a 2-year span. So again, if you're expecting something to happen overnight, don't do that. I got it, we're in the microwave era, but please be patient, you know? Because that's probably why you've been scammed before, because you too, I want to hurry up and get it right now. You can get rich quick and you can get broke quick. Both of them. You choose which one you want, right? So when I sent him that message and I said, hey, yeah, just send me the link, whatever it is. And then, y'all, he had the audacity, I say that jokingly, but he had the audacity to say, hey, what's your number? I'm gonna call you. Who? He interviewed me, y'all. Asking me questions like, well, what are you gonna bring to, what type of value are you gonna, this is the type of stuff. And I was laughing on the inside, but I was like, hey, I like it. Because that tells me like, I'm not rocking with just anybody. I get it. But this information, you have to put in the work with the information that you're about to get. Yeah, you're about to pay for it, but you still can't get access like that without having to prove that you're worthy of it. So that's the other part. Make the decision, but make sure that when you make the decision, you know that you're worthy of what you're asking for. That's where a lot of people miss it. And then wonder why they don't get into certain rooms and not able to sit at certain tables and not able to make a certain amount of money, because you honestly deep down don't believe that you're worthy of it. So when he did his interview and stuff, and he was like, okay, cool. So, all right, here's the link. He was like, just let me know when you sign up. I did it. Once he sent me the link and we were still on the phone, I said, all right, it's done. What I need to do next? See the conviction? So see, when you had an opportunity, don't just play around with it. Take your time and, I don't know, let me go ask my husband and see what my husband thinks. God gave you a brain, right? I mean, and listen, Frida, y'all know who y'all invited on here. So I'm bringing the country and the rawness, you know what I'm saying? And I hope you receive it how I intended. Do not mistake, I say this all the time. I'm saying it jokingly, but I'm for real. Do not mistake my passion for aggression, please. I would appreciate that. But I'm sick. God gave you a brain. Use it. Because if you were never married to your husband or your wife, would you have done it? Whatever, would you have done it? If the answer is yes, why in the world would you let someone else? You love them, they love you. So if your relationship is that strong, there is no reason why a person should control the decisions that you make that's going to ultimately benefit the entire family. So that's pretty much it. It's a matter of making a decision, sticking with it, knowing that you are worthy of that thing or those things that you are asking for. Diana showed a book earlier. Can you put that book up again in the screen, Diana, for everybody to see? That book called Asking It Is Given. If you don't do anything that we say, y'all read that book. Read it. Listen to the audio on YouTube too when you're driving. That way, it's ingrained in your head. No one has the authority to tell you what you can or cannot do on this earth. You are free. You need to think like it.
Wow, 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 wow. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. And when you were talking, I remember when I also kind of got to the place where I was like, hey, I'm like, if you stay here, you will die. So come on, move and die while you are going. And I, of course, coupled the revelation I had, but when I think when Dr. Joe was doing live and she dropped the link, I jumped on the link. I didn't even know that you need to be registered through somebody. I had no idea about MML, nothing. I just click on the link, registered myself, then I text her, I've registered. Then she says, who are you? You're not. And I was like,
that's when you know you take action. And the person's like, I have no idea who you are, but awesome. Welcome aboard.
And she was like, but it doesn't work like that. You have to, who registered you? Who link? I'm like, I just saw your link. I clicked it. I registered. I'm in, but I don't know what to do. I'm telling you. And really, when you get to that place, you move in with a sense of urgency. It's no longer about how you feel, you have, it's like, come on, go, because it's a door of opportunity that have opened. And that door will not be open forever. And I kind of jumped into it just like that. Of course, I didn't have the interrogation until finally, after like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I was like constantly, who will help me? What should I do? What? And then finally, I was linked with Leona. So you see, it was all those haphazards on the way. It was enough for somebody to say, I give up. And that is what Leona is saying. It's not going to be always easy, falling down your laps, going, but the determination to win will constantly push you, I mean, ladies, you are on this line. Every one of you have made your own sacrifices one way or the other to put yourself in the position you are right now. And of course, as we keep going, it's still going to, it's going to demand sacrifice of your time, sacrifice of even sometimes like 11, almost 12 midnight is sacrifice. I mean, if not, you would have been on your bed. So constantly wanting more also demands constantly sacrificing. And I like how Leona kind of coined it, because I asked 2 questions. Like the person who doesn't know how to position, that she just told us how you position yourself. Once you make up your mind that this is what I want, you begin to see opportunities because they are around. I mean, I remember it's like never having a Mercedes Benz. You never see those cars until you now finally have an eye to get one. Suddenly you just see them all over the place. It's like that. Once we channel our mind that, okay, now this is what I want, you begin to see the opportunities. And of course, it's now your responsibility to do something with the opportunity. Seeing the opportunity alone is not enough. So that is why this event really, image maker, Leona said, do you think you are worthy of that thing you want? Until you see yourself worthy, you will not be willing to make the sacrifice. You will not be able to push. You will not be able to. So this weekend is all about that. Am I worthy of the opportunity that is being presented to me? And like she says, why will you go and ask somebody else who have not seen the opportunity you have seen to ask? They have not even seen it, not to talk of they have done it and they have the result. And you will now go to them and ask, what do you think? Of course, they will tell you what they think. They don't think anything about it because they didn't see it. They don't know it. So that's exactly what they will tell you. You know, and many people make this decision. I even remember our previous event, somebody was there, was excited, wanted to make a, and then he went back to ask, and the person was telling, oh, is this, is that, I don't think, and she pulled back. And so she was now like, how do you get the boldness to be taking those decisions? I said, my sister, when you are falling to the ground, you can't go any lower than the ground. So everything you do, it just to elevate yourself. You're already on the floor. I mean, have you seen somebody on the floor that fall again and you're already on the, so everything you're doing to raise yourself. And so I don't listen to, when I listen to people now, I ask myself, this person who is telling, the thing they are telling, have they done it? If they've not done it, I thank you for your opinion, but that is it. It's your opinion. It's not my opinion.
Frida, can I say one thing? And then I'm going to pass it back. And the ladies, y'all chime in. I heard this story on what Frida's talking about, where people go back and ask. Now, here's my question. Have you ever cheated on a test when you was in high school, college? Or have you allowed someone to cheat off of your test? Now, here's the thing. When you allow someone to cheat off of your test, they choose you because they what? They think you know the answer to the test. If you ever cheated, this is for the people that used to cheat in school. If you ever cheated off of someone else's test, why did you do that? Because you thought, oh, they know the answers. If you fail that test and there's another one that comes up, are you gonna go back and cheat off of that same person's test again? No, because you know me, he don't know Jack. I'm not cheating off of him. Let me go to Diana, because see, Diana always taking notes. She be asking questions. Every time the teacher asks her something, she answers. Do y'all follow me? Now, if you have that thought process in school, why in the world do we apply something different when we become adults and we're no longer in college or high school? We listen to people who aren't investing, and we ask them what they think about an investments. We listen to people when we talk about entrepreneurship, becoming an entrepreneur. They don't even have the desire to be a business owner. But we ask them, what do you think about me selling this product? What do you think about me offering this service or creating this course? If they can't even see it for themselves, why in the world would you ask them about something for your life? So it doesn't make sense. And I hope that helps someone right now that is on the fence about even going to the event. Don't ask the person to your right or to your left Do you think I should go to this event? God gave you a brain. You're smart. You're intelligent. You already have the resources, the gifts, the talents, all of that. Use it. And don't rely on someone else to make decisions for your life anymore. Now is the time to take control of your life and live your life by your design, the way you want it to be lived, not someone else's. That's what I wanted to put out there. That was, yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Now, when I hear you talk, many things come to mind, you know, but I will let some of the ladies please unmute and also share this. I also believe sometimes the reason we say I will ask this, I will ask that, is because we're looking for a way to escape making a decision. Like you said, where we will have to be accountable for the decisions we make. Because many times the reason I will ask my husband, I will ask, not really that we are seeking their approval, but because we are not sure of the decision we want to make, or we're looking to ask somebody. So if they tell us do it or don't do it and things don't go the way we expected, we can have somebody to blame and not own up. I'm telling you, this is true. No, so you don't have to own up to the decision that you will make yourself. But really, just like Leona said, ladies, please unmute and talk about that. You know, some parts on your life, we have all done this. Or I will ask my friend, and we don't even care if the friend had no clue, but we will ask them.
It's interesting, eh? When you hear, that excuses, we all have done it one way or the other before. Not knowing we are making a cheap excuse, and so people around us will just look at us, they shake their head. Why? Just like Leona was saying, why would I come and ask you? We are not there when I got the information. Because they are not sick and tired of the situation. Here I was sick and tired. I was saying, no, it can't go like this. So in that case, should have gone to somebody to say, what do you think? What do you think of me? I'm sick and tired. Does it make any sense? You don't feel what I feel. You don't know what I know. You don't see what I'm seeing. I know I'm sick and tired of this situation. I want to get out of it. And now, as I'm going to get out, you cannot feel me. You can feel me. That how sick I am about this situation. So people that I think is a cheap excuse. Number one, that yeah, and me too. What do you think about the investments? Yeah, I don't know whether I should have done it. Me too. Why should I come to you? I'm looking for an answer. I'm not looking for who is going to demotivate me. I'm looking for somebody that is going to motivate me to say this is what we do. And secondly, laziness. Because sometimes we are so comfortable. We're sitting on comfortable zone. We don't want to get out because comfortable zone, everything dies. Nothing grows. I'm so comfortable. Do you know I used to say that word? As I'm very comfortable, I like being in a comfortable place. No. Comfortable zone, everything dies. We need to be on a comfortable zone where we can grow out of the box, stretch out. Is it easy? It's going to be tough. But it's a decision. When you make a decision, until I get what I want, until I live the life God wants me to live, I'm not going to ask people opinion. Because when I look at the lifestyle that is around me that I'm going to ask, if I ask of their opinion, I'm going to buy into their lifestyle. That was on the lifestyle I want. So the people that have what I want, that's what I'm going to look for. And I'm going to know that I'm going to be disciplined, because motivation alone is not going to get us to where we are going to. Motivation can get you started and get you motivated there. But it takes discipline and dedication to keep you on the track that you are going. So the viewers, let me just tell you one thing. If you come to ask me about investment, if I'm doing it, I can tell you. But most cases, do you know, Leona, the people they ask, they are not doing it. They are not doing it. So that is why we are gladly inviting you to this our event, Image Maker. If you are not in Belgium, you can tune in. We send you the link to listen. How do you see yourself? You are one audience with God, not another person. I was not there when God is giving you the vision, what you're going to become or your purpose in life. It did not come into the conference call with you. So you are your own. So I am inviting you for this conference, for this event, sorry. Let's come and say, how do you see yourself? When you stand before the mirror, what are you seeing? Are you seeing that bold woman, that bold man, that confident man? Are you seeing who God has made you to be? Or you see yourself through the eyes of the circumstance or the society? Or what your grandmother told you, you cannot make it and you just believe on that? So that's those things we are going to be discussing. See yourself how God sees you. When you have it in mind, you can make it. If you look at our GSM, it first of all come to the mind of a man before it comes to a reality. What are you busy talking in your mind? How are you talking yourself then? Which name are you giving yourself? How do you see yourself? How do you carry yourself? Are you having the I am in your dictionary? I am blessed. I am favored. I am going forward. Words matters. So let me just leave it for the ladies. Why not just come? I know you will not regret. You will be so blessed. Oh. So it's going to be awesome. Prepare it to take off to 2023. And we are going with a great image. We are going with confidence and boldness and enter 2023 because we know who we are and we know whose we are. God bless.
Woo!
Let's
Come
go,
on.
ladies.
That energy.
Wow.
Come on.
Awesome.
You know, this discussion has really let me remember a kind of a story about a dog. There was a guy, it was Leona who gave that kind of that story. He said there was a guy who walked into a store and the store owner has a dog and the dog is in the back of the store, and then he was crying. And then the guy asked the owner of the shop, "Your dog is crying." And the store owner said, "I know he's crying. I know he's crying." Then he said, "Then why is he crying?" And then he said, "Because he's sitting on a nail." And then he said, and then the guy asked the store owner, "So why doesn't he just get up so that he could stop crying?" And then the store owner tell the guy, he said, "Because it does not hurt him enough. When it hurts him enough, he will get up." So that is how most of us we are. We are sitting on the net, on the nail, and then we are crying. We want to do this, we want to do that, complaining, but still sitting on it because it has not paid us enough for us to get out from that needle. You know, God created us in his image, you know. He has put in a lot of potentials in us. And God himself know what the capacity, the ability, the things that we can produce. But because of doubtness, without the things that God has placed in us, without the good things that he has placed in us, because of that, we are not able to produce the things that required of us. And then we allow the things on outside, the things we see on social media, the things we see on TV, on radio, you know, the environment we are to decide for us. Whilst we have forgotten that whatever you place in this mind is what will come into reality. You see? So this event, if you miss this event, I don't know for you. I really like this event because that is when people's life are going to be impacted. you are going to grow. You are going to get some information that will help you, not you alone, but will help you and help your generation. So audience, if you are in Belgium, please come and join us. It's going to be wonderful, a blessing. You are going to get a lot of information to help you and your household. So don't just sit down and say, I cannot do. If I tell you my story, you being on this call, even it is the grace of God. You see, so being in the group, people who have a vision, who know what they want, if you mingle yourself with them, that will determine your purpose, will help you to discover where you are going. So come and just get this information. It's going to help you and to know who you want to be. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. You killed it.
Wow. I love that story.
Yes, when Rita just said that, yeah, that illustration, I was like, yes.
God,
I was also sitting on that nail one time, and it had to hurt me so bad before I moved. But you know, the good thing is we don't actually need to come to that place. But once again, it's a choice. The dog could, the moment it began to feel the pain, could have just jumped off it. It didn't need to stay there and get all the injuries. But unfortunately, like when you were speaking, I was like, yeah, Frida, you've been there. As long as it didn't hurt you enough, you thought it's okay, it's not that bad. And yes, one time you wake up and you complain a little and then you go back and you sit down again. But it doesn't have to be like that. That is why exposing ourselves to information is so key, because it helps us to kind of, it's a mindset issue, really. I mean, when Leona started with that, he talked about our upbringing, what we saw around us, the things that were told us, that was sold to. So the mind has already been kind of twisted here and there. And the only way is to put yourself in an environment where you will now be hearing new things, seeing new things, so that we correct all those things that was put. And the more we see, the more we are now able to focus on, and we are able to attract it into our lives. That is the only way. You need to, somebody said our brain is like a computer. To upgrade your computer, you just need to put a more powerful software that will kick the old irrelevant processing out and bring in a more faster, quicker, proper, stronger processor that can now work the information fast. So it is about information. That's what all this event is about. So I'm going to let Lady D tell us more about, of course, when is it happening? Where is it happening? What time is it happening? Who is allowed to come? So please go ahead, and what can be expected?
Wow, audience, just hear the taste of what you are going to receive this Saturday. Hear the knowledge, the information, the vibration, the energy. Hear out from the place these ladies are talking about. It's experience, it's a know-how. Some of us were very low. We are all coming from that low stage. Steve Harvey word that always do something inside of me. He said, until you become sick and tired of being sick and tired, you will never change. Let a kind of holy anger come to your spirit. Unless you are okay with where you are, praise God. I'm happy for you. But some of us, the plans that God have for us, we have not even tasted 1/4 of it. All that me and you we need is information. How bad do I want it? How sick and tired of my situation am I? And what am I going to do to get it? And this opportunity, Saturday, this Saturday, if you are in Belgium, you are in Holland, you are in France, you are in Leuven, you are in Germany, please drive in and come. All we need, me and you, we need is information. This high drive, the only thing that can change this mind is information. Information. This Saturday, 12th of November, 6 p.m., Grand Plaza Hotel. That is where the party is. That is where it is. My people say, where is the party? It's in Grand Plaza Hotel, 6 p.m. sharp. If you go to our link tree, Success Mastery, you click on the link image maker, you will see all the information, how you have to register. And there is a big surprises. If you can even hear the passion in which Leona is talking from, there will be more of it. Because as she go and lay her head down, Holy Spirit is going to download her with more information that this nation will need to break free from the system, the limitation, our background, because the sky is our limit. There is going to be a lot of artists. Hey, if you see me, I love my music. So live music, high vibration, community, relationship, many together, sharing ideas. That is the place you have to be this Saturday. Drop all you are doing. You take care of it afterwards. Come, bring people. Are you 18? You are welcome. If I'm even telling my children less than 18, come and hear the information. The moment you reach 18, well, you know what to do. You will not wait for your mom to come and say to me, can you help me? No, come hear the information. As your birthday gift, your mom will give you your starting point to jump in. Because I'm breaking generational curses. Poverty. Leonardo say, Paul is where we are coming from. I refuse to stay there. This Saturday, Grand Plaza, 6 o'clock. You will see me welcoming you with such a beautiful smile because you are going to break barriers. So let's go, ladies. We are setting up, we are climbing up, we are taking it all in. We are going to welcome you with excitement because this decision that you are going to take is a decision that you will never regret.
Mm-hmm.
Meet me there. I'll tell you my own story of where it all began. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was something else. The energy, my God. So by Saturday, it will all be going through the roof. Listen, if it's, we are living in a time where people are talking about this and talking about, you need to surround yourself with people who are full with energy. I refuse to be depressed. Even depression cannot know my address. Surround yourself with people who are high energy vibrating, because what you vibrate is what you will attract. So Saturday, if for nothing at all, if it's for only this vibration, we are so welcoming you. Come in. I'm telling you, we're not saying it because we are the one organizing it. We are saying it because honestly, I wish 2 years ago, somebody would have introduced me to something like this to go and sit and get knowledge. But it doesn't matter. We rolled into it, so we want to share it with whosoever. And that is our passion. Nobody is paying us for this. Nobody is giving us anything for it. But because we have been there and we see there is a way out, that's why we just mobilize ourselves passionately to empower as many are as willing to be empowered, so that just like everybody says, you will be the one that will break that generational curse in your family and in your lineage. Never again will somebody come as low as you went, as low as I went. If as long as we are in this earth, nobody will have to go that low as we went. And the testimony is huge and many. And on Saturday, some people will be sharing some of their testimonies of how their life have been impacted, even from the previous events we had. So yes, all the way at Crown Plaza, we look forward to seeing everyone, and the surprises keep coming and keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. And of course, Leona will be joining us. I tell you, this lady, her story, I think one day she should just do a call only about her story, because we need to also hear that. You know, when people see you now, they'll think, oh, it's so rosy for her. But sometimes it's good people have to know where you're coming from, you know. And so if God can do it for you, God can do it for us. So, and so that people can take courage and really move on. So ladies, I want to thank you so much for your time, for the discussion, your energy, the wisdom you've shared, the insight that will surely benefit our hearers. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Your diligence constantly keep me on my toes. When I think about all of you, I'm like, hey, come on, Frida, you can't slow down. You need to go faster. You know, not in a competitive way, but kind of stretch, because the people you are moving, they're also stretching. So stretch along with them. Don't pull them behind. Go along, push yourself. So I am so grateful for all of you. God bless you. Have a great evening and night for our ladies in Europe. And of course, we will see you all on Saturday, the D-Day, our image making day. We love you and see you